one thing that we find often is that people are initially uncomfortable to bring in the external objectivity, whether that be a client, whether it be a supplier, but when they see the power, I think, of the fact that they're actually almost co-designing the solution with the potential client. You're socializing what the outcome might be, and you're co-designing it with the client. So you've almost already got a client on board just through involving them in the process. But I think there's always a degree of anxiety beforehand. What are we exposing? And certainly industries that have been doing it a while with that wider stakeholder mapping have seen the benefits of it. Big oil and gas companies who have been brought in, environmentalists to challenge their thinking. And we've certainly seen some pretty robust and lively debates around oil and gas companies bringing in environmentalists and being given a really hard time. So you could regard that almost as a competitor because they're trying to stop the oil and gas company believing what they're doing is ruining the world. But actually what they're doing is helping to shape policy, help shape the planning, help shape the thinking as to how this might go about and create some collaborative solutions that will work for everybody. I think it's hugely powerful if you can get people willing to get up. But I know it feels for lots of CEOs and for lots of senior leaders really uncomfortable to bring in anybody from outside their immediate tribe, if you like.
Absolutely, and I think in pharmaceuticals you will not get in the same room the regulator with the pharmaceutical company, with the physician, with the patient. What you do get are retired regulators, retired physicians, and retired customers who are who may be suffering, but who are not representative of everyone. They're just there as an individual, because there are rules and regulations around what you're allowed to do. But certain leadership need those stakeholders who are part of today's market, who want to be part of shaping the way that the outcome can look, that the future market can look. They want them represented in the room in order that you have this, I think it's your term, 360-degree look at the issue from every angle possible to really get all stakeholders involved, and then out of that some insight can begin to surface and some confidence can come back to the business to say, we can now see a way for us through this.